This is our American government project, American International School in Kurdistan. Thank you. Goodbye.
Marbury vs. Madison. The case began in 1801 in the third presidential election where President John Adams was to be replaced by Thomas Jefferson. The decision established judicial review. The Supreme Court has the ability to review law, cases, and decisions if they're constitutional or not.
McCullough vs. Maryland, 1819. The court rules when the federal law and the state law conflict. The federal law wins if it's constitutional.
Plessy Ferguson, 1896. Louisiana law required segregation on public buses. Herman Plessy said his 14th Amendment rights were violated. Supreme Court said none of his rights were violated and segregation became legal.
Brown vs. Education. In 1954, Linda Brown was not able to attend her neighborhood school because of her race. Linda Brown stated her 14th Amendment was violated. This court case ended segregation.
Mapp versus Ohio, 1962. The police broke into Mapp's house and found illegal, inappropriate stuff in her house. Then the police took Mapp to court, but Mapp claimed that the police didn't have a warrant for searching her house. Then she was setting free, and now from now on, the police should have a warrant before searching her house.
Gideon versus Wainwright, 1963. Clarence Gideon was found guilty of breaking and entering and was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Gideon claimed that because he was poor and couldn't afford a lawyer, that the Supreme Court should provide him with one. The Supreme Court agreed and provided Gideon with a new trial, and he was found not guilty. Because of this, today we have the Gideon Rule, which says that all poor people have the right to an attorney, even if they're poor.
Miranda vs. Arizona, 1966. Ernesto Miranda was arrested for sexual assault and rapism. He was brought to court by the police. He confessed what he did and everything he did. Then he said that the police didn't warn him, and the court agreed with him. From now on, every day, the police have to say the Miranda rule before they arrest.
Norma McCover was pregnant with her third child, but she wanted an abortion. The state law denied it. She went to the Supreme Court saying that every woman has a right to get an abortion. Now Roe vs. Wade allows every woman to have an abortion without the government knowing it.
Gregg vs. Georgia, 1976. Troy Gregg was sentenced to death for 2 counts of robbery and 2 counts of murder, but he claimed that it was violating his 8th Amendment, which states that no punishment shall be cruel or unfair, but the Supreme Court ruled that it was legal.
New Jersey versus TLO, which happened in 1985. So basically what happened at that time was that the students got upset because the school wanted to check their bags. After checking one of the students' bags, they actually found illegal things. That student, she got mad and she said that the school have no right to check the students' bags. But they still did. This made checking the students' bags legal according to the U.S. Supreme Court.
Because of the American Supreme Court cases, we have America the way we do today.
Education for a brighter future.